Mental back. Make sure I am 5. Yep, I am good. Pause that. Boom. Very good there. Oh wait, no. I do need that visualization. Oh wait, no I don't. I'm gonna have the YouTube live pulled up over here. And the Twitch chat is gonna pull up over there. Okay, so I should be good. Yeah, so the chat will pop up when it pop up. Yeah, when it pops up, it'll pop up. Look, you gotta move this up here. What's the smallest I can make? That's a Ironically, y'all gonna have to hear that same instrumental. Yeah, that's the reason. I just realized I never uploaded fucking Google or whatever. Today is the 5th day of Black History Month 2025. And there's a lot of monumental, crazy events that happened in this month that has changed the lives of many. Like, for example, this month celebrates individuals like Frederick Douglass. This month celebrates individuals like Harriet Tubman, who, if she never helped those slaves go along the Underground Railroad, I wouldn't be able to live in this place right here, right now, and be a freed man. You know what else is something that happened in this very month? A long time ago, Nintendo had their 100th anniversary this year, because 100 years ago, this business was created. Now, for those of y'all who just think Nintendo started in like the 80s or whatever with the NES, no, it didn't. Nintendo was a company a long time before the NES. They made basically toys and toy adjacent type accessories and things of that nature for kids to play with. That's why they made the NES, because at that time gaming consoles were only something played by kids, which helped start the stereotype that only kids play games. But game consoles was something that were only used by like small children and whatnot as basically toys. So that's how they got into the video game market, and they were so good at it and they made so much money at it that they elevated the market to a new level, to the point to where when they stepped in and they did what they did, the video game market was about to crash. But Nintendo came in and they said, I got a nice and healthy back. Time for me to fuck it up by carrying the whole industry out of debt and poverty. And they did what they did. They released Rob, and they carried the industry out of bankruptcy. And recently was their 100th anniversary, and apparently they didn't celebrate it, and a Star Fox designer is about to explain to us why. Let's see what that explanation is. I've never been on this site, so I'm just resizing it real quick. Yeah, y'all gonna lose a word or two, but ball fuck it, we. A company reaching its 100th anniversary is a massive milestone. And I gotta drop a bomb for that. You know why? And again, I'm a person, I don't believe in corporate dick riding, but what I will say is one thing that I think should be noted about Nintendo being able to be around for 100 years is, and this is a lesson I want y'all to take from this, okay? Fuck the corporation part. We're not giving props to the company. I'm trying to show you something. So the people who are now known for sending out copyright strikes for any little thing, any little even hint, inkling, anything that they think can be a fucking infringement on their copyright. Like they sued Astoria, what? They recently lost a lawsuit where they sued a store named the Mario Store. Okay? Had nothing to do with Nintendo, video games, none of that. It was just a regular supermarket that just been up for years and years and years and was an acronym. But the company known for that and known for video games, like I said earlier, they started out making playing cards. They starting out making, like, you know those joints that you use to grab stuff off the top shelf? Like anytime you go to an amusement park, they put a little cheap stuff as the head of the toys that you use to like reach and grab stuff off the top shelf. Like niggas under 5'5" know what I'm talking about. Shit that they use so they could get their cereal box off the top of their fridge. You a grown ass man, you gotta use a fucking grasper and one of those, what's the joints you step on? Oh, step ladder. They gotta use it. 5'5" niggas gotta use a step ladder and a grabber to get their cereal off the top of their fridge. You know, cause they can't put nothing on the floor, because if they got a dog that's the same height as them, they dog might get into the cereal and, you know, die eating the Cocoa Puffs. So they gotta put that shit on the top of the fridge. But like I said, they 5'5", so they need to put a stepping stool or use a grabber. And another thing that they can use the grabber for is, like, because it's spring loaded, they can use the grabber to like use the spring loaded and like clap it together so that it makes a noise and it claps at the hawks that try and swoop down and grab them up off their shoulders and fly around with them and take them to their nest to feed to their babies. Yeah, they use the clapper, the hand grab and go joint that Nintendo made. They use that to clap it so that it can reach at the hawk and make a clapping noise and like scare the hawk away. But going back from that, Nintendo went from making those, from pioneering that, the toy made by Gunpei Yokoi, to being a software company. Think about it. They're literally a software company now. They went from making toys to making software, selling Nintendo Switches like hotcakes. And the Nintendo Switch is one of the most sold consoles in all of gaming history. So we're talking, it's up there with the PS2. It's the same company, but it's up there with the Nintendo DS, the Game Boy, the Xbox 360, the PlayStation 3, 4, 5, Xbox One, Xbox OG, all of that stuff is up there with all of those. One of the, like I said, one of the greatest selling consoles of all time. Is literally in the top 5 best selling consoles of all time, and it's probably gonna at some point hit and become the best selling console of all time. Remember, they started off selling playing cards. So sometimes in life you gotta realize, you may want to stand your ground and say, no, I only do this one thing. But sometimes you gotta pivot and change and move. They wouldn't have been able to survive for 100 years if all they kept making was playing cards. That's the lesson I want you to take from that. But let's go back to talk about how Big T.I., who is known for his work on character designs for games such as Star Fox and F-Zero, revealed that Nintendo never actually celebrated that anniversary. That anniversary being their 100-year anniversary. And it seems that this was largely due to former President Hiroshi. Hiroshi had a certain mindset and believed in particular philosophies, so the 100th anniversary was treated like any other day. I wonder why. A rough translation of his comments via an interview to 4Gamer are, I joined the company in the year of Nintendo's 100th anniversary. Oh, so I thought that was now. So when was their 100th anniversary? Oh yeah, their 100th anniversary couldn't have been this year, because that means they would have started in 1925, and this company's been around since the 1800s. That's fucking right. Nintendo's 100th anniversary. When the fuck did the company start? Let me see. Okay, when was Nintendo Fade. 1889. Damn. So in 1989 was their 100-year anniversary. Yeah, Nintendo's a really old company, dog. Nintendo has been around since the 1800s. Let me repeat that. Nintendo has been around since the 1800s. Let me repeat that one more time, louder, for the people in the back who didn't hear that for real. Who thought they might be tripping. Nintendo has been around since the 1800s. Let's go back to this article. At that time, society as a whole was in a bubble, so companies would take students who had secured employment on trips and throw parties to keep them from losing out. That might have been less weird back then, but I don't know, that feels weird. If I ever am working someplace and there's a company party, nigga, I'm not coming. Nintendo did nothing, laughs. We didn't even celebrate our 100th anniversary, and it was a company that never got carried away. It was keep calm when you're happy, keep calm when you're unhappy, no matter how. Yeah, I felt that. That's a motherfucking gym, boy. Oh, I said that's a motherfucking gym, boy. I said that's a motherfucking gym, boy. No exercise, no working out, no pushing out crunches and push-ups. That was a motherfucking gym, boy. We're not talking about a young man that likes to exercise more than his body can handle. That's a motherfucking gym, boy. He said, keep calm when you're happy, keep calm when you're unhappy. I felt that. No matter how well the company was doing, Big Bro would always speak harshly of employees. Of course, this was because Big Bro had failed in many businesses, but toys and games are a business that is a liquid business. So it's right even if you think about it normally. Hearing his strong and persuasive words made me think you have to make good, interesting things to sell, right? Yup. And I hate to give these stupid motherfuckers credence, but this is a general concept. That's one concept that the niggas do have right. Because one thing I always say about crazy extremists, what am I thinking of? Not philosophy. It's another word I'm thinking for, but whatever. Like those thought processes, those thought patterns, the one thing they do have right is if you make a product that nobody wants, then nobody's going to buy it. Thing is, where they're wrong is about what nobody wants, which is a whole nother conversation. But that fundamental concept of if nobody likes this, they're not gonna buy it is very true. For example, if you make a song nobody wants to hear, nobody's gonna listen to it. If you make a sandwich nobody wants to eat, nobody's gonna digest it. If you make a fucking painting nobody wants to look at, nobody's gonna buy it. Unless they buy it for the sole purpose of the fact that nobody wants to buy it. But yeah, I agree with this sentiment deeply. You have to make interesting things to sell. Nintendo, it was right there. 89. In September, the company will have its 136th anniversary. As for Big Bro, after his long career at Nintendo, he moved on to become independent and is about to launch a new game, Omega 6, on the Switch. The fuck is Omega 6? For giggles and shit, so let's look up a trailer. Let's see what that is. Omega 6. I see pixel art. Like this art I don't like, but this art I like. I like that pixel art stuff. So let's see if this game hitting on something. Okay. Where the fuck is the gameplay? This shit was released in 2023? That nigga stuck in it. Moving on, let's talk about how instead of this nigga's preparing to drop a fucking 1989 modern day port of a game, we're gonna talk about how instead Nintendo is making preparations to discourage potential Switch 2 scalpers. Now, For those of you who don't know what a scalper is, you know those people who, whenever a new shoe, a new video game console, a new set of concert tickets, whatever, highly sought after item drops and they go and they buy it up. I have to mute this instrumental. They have, because I love it too much. They have, scalpers are the people that whenever a new highly sought after item drops, they go and they buy it up, so that they use bots and stuff like that to buy it and buy stuff in like 10 milliseconds, so that they could buy stuff way faster than a human possibly ever could buy something, so that they could resell it later at a higher value. Meaning, when a Nintendo Switch comes out, for example, within 2 minutes it's sold out. That's not because real people are sitting there clicking so fast and buying the tickets and putting their credit card information in so fast that the tickets or the shoe, the Switch or whatever is in their house and they get to have it before everybody else. No, that's because there's literal robots sitting there at the machine, making the mouse jump from text box to text box, filling in all the information automatically, so that they could get that and buy however many versions of that, or however many copies, or however many consoles, whatever the fuck, so that they could, like I said, resell it later at a higher price. So if the Switch comes out and it's $200, they want to resell it at $400, because you can't buy it at $200. You can only buy it at $400 until the shit gets restocked. This was one of the biggest problems with the PlayStation 3 and why it took me 3 years to get a PlayStation 3. Because I wanted to get it in like the first and second year in 2021/2022. Because remember, it came out December of 2020. Like, well, basically December of 2020. So I wanted to get it in 2021, 2022, but I couldn't because of the whole Corbin Blue 19 thing that was going on around the entire planet. In addition to that happening, on top of that, I couldn't what you call it? On top of that, like making it so that people couldn't buy the machines, like people couldn't buy them, like because all right, wait. I'm sounding confused. The Corbin Blue thing, you know what? It might be the glasses confusing me. I don't know why, but the Corbin Blue thing made it so that less of them were being produced. AKA, if there are less produced, there are less to sell. There are less to sell, there are less to buy. And if there are less to buy, you know who wins the most in the end? These scalpers. Because if it's harder to buy something at a regular price, there's always gonna be that somebody that's so desperate to get that item, they pay the escalated price. So there's always gonna be that person who says, I can't get it for 200, fuck it, I'll get it for 500. As long as I have it, Is what it is. A Nintendo president, Fukuwara, said that the company will take all possible measures for the Switch due to produce enough stock to meet demand. Thing about statements like that is you don't really know what the demand is for the stock. Like, okay, so let's say they make 1 million Nintendo Switch 2s day one, and to meet the demand, they needed to have produced 3 million Nintendo Switch. It's better to have low stock and high demand, because you know you could always make more, than have high stock and low demand. Because if the wild only wants 500,000 Switches and Switch 2s, and you make 1 million, you're gonna be sitting on that stock for an unhealthy amount of time relative to your business. We will take all possible measures on the experience we have accumulated to date, Fukuwara said to this person via VGC. We are making preparations. I want to know what preparations are they making in specific, because like I forgot what it was, but I seen something like last year, like I think it was that Post Malone concert thing. They were like one of the first ones to do it. No. You know what it was? It was an exclusive shoe drop with some artist, where basically that artist had like a mailing list for people that wanted to receive their music early or whatever, and people who signed up to that mailing list would get a code, and you could only use that code to purchase either one pair of the shoes or the tickets to the concert, whatever the fuck they were selling. You had to use that code you got emailed if you were on their emailing list to be able to access the ability to purchase it first, and then after that first wave of purchasers were allowed to purchase it, the next day, then they opened it up to the public, and whoever the fuck brought it was whoever brought it. Nintendo should figure out a way to copy that system, but make it so that you have to have a Nintendo account that's been around for at least a year, and like for the first day to buy it, and after that first 24 hours is up, then let everybody else buy. Have it split up into 2 waves, so that way, like I said, people who you have definitive proof are not only at least fans of your stuff, but fans of your stuff that what you call it? What's the term I'm thinking of? I'm drawing a blank. But like I said, basically, not only people that you know are real people, but people that you know have really been fucking with you. People that you know have actually like added value to your brand by buying stuff and being part of the ecosystem and buying the hardware and actually using it. Because that's another thing. Because like I was making fun of the Sparking Zero people for yesterday, a lot of the data shows that a lot of the niggas is buying Sparking Zero. It's just buying, they copy, they just look at it and smile. They're not actually popping it in and playing it. So you want to reward people who actually like use your hardware on top of having it. So maybe another stipulation is that you have to have 10 hours or more of playtime in the last month, or you have to have 20 hours or more of playtime on various Switch games. It doesn't matter if it's one game or a few games, as long as you have 20 or more hours on your Switch account that's at least a year old, then you're good. While the Switch was popular when it first launched in 2017, its stock did sell quickly. It wasn't until the Corbin Blue incident that demand quickly outpaced supply. Oh yeah, because if you look up the numbers, the Corbin Blue situation made the Nintendo Switch sell way better. Like during that time, you would think because during 2020/2021 that because the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X/S came out, that because those came out, those would be like the highest selling consoles of that time period. But no. It was actually the PS4 and the Nintendo Switch. Why? Because during that time, people couldn't get a PS5. So what was their first reaction? I can't get a PS5. I don't have a PlayStation. Fuck it. I might as well get a 4. But the more popular decision was people saying, I don't have a PS4. I have a PS4 or I have an Xbox Series, and I can't buy Xbox Series or PlayStation. So fuck it, let's buy a Nintendo console so I have access to a whole new library of games that I previously didn't have access to. During during Corbin Blue, sales for Nintendo Switch shot the fuck up, and during that time period, that was the most sold console. Now, I'm not sure, but during that time, yeah. I remember finding that out through not only seeing articles pop up left and right saying Nintendo Switch was outselling all of them shits. But semiconductor supply, basically they couldn't make a bunch of the microchips and all that extra gobbledygook inside the console. And if you don't know what a microchip is, hey nigga, it's not my fault, you stupid. Scalpers were a major issue for Microsoft and Sony as well. Yeah, the Switch had been out since 2017, so in 2020 the shit was 3-4 years old, so scalpers didn't give a fuck about that. You know what they did care about? The new shiny console that just came out less than a year ago. It wasn't really easy to buy a PlayStation till 2022/2023. That's in 2022 it started getting easier, but in 2023 and beyond, if you wasn't able to get a Switch, and I'm not talking about if you can't afford it, but if you were saying like, oh, I can't find a website to get a Nintendo Switch after 2023, hey bro, I just got news for you, and it involves me breaking down the fact that you're a fucking dumbass. Again, if it applies, then it flies. But if not, anyway, scalpers were a major issue for Microsoft and Sony as well. Yep, I remember seeing them pictures of niggas having like 20 PlayStations in their crib, selling them, like reselling them on eBay and stuff like that, flipping them for extra cash and all that type stuff. Because that's another thing. Like there are a lot of people who are simply just scalpers for the sake of profit. Like they don't even give a fuck about gaming or shoes or anything like that. They just know you can make a lot of money scalping, so they'll buy 20 PlayStations, and because they don't play games or care about games at all whatsoever, they'll buy 20 PlayStations and sell 20 PlayStations. So I remember seeing a lot of pictures of that. I even remember when the supply excuse me, when the supply for casual people, normal people, started getting better and more people were able to get this console in their hands, I remember seeing them pictures of people doing like this, and the motherfucker, it was a dude who had like 20-30 consoles, couldn't sell them bitches shit. Why? Because people was able to get them. Nigga had a bunch of worthless consoles on his hands and had to sell them for undervalue. So instead of flipping them for $1,000 after paying like $500, $600, he had to sell them for like $400. Scalpers saw chronic shortage thanks to resellers using bots to grab all of the consoles. Fukuwara had previously mentioned that Nintendo's strategy for dealing with scalpers revolves around a healthy supply of Switch 2 consoles for its official launch year. We'll see. Because like usually with every console, and like I said, shoes, consoles, whatever, scalpers are always going to be a major factor, because like you got to also keep in mind that throughout the past year or so, a lot of stuff in the gaming industry is going down money wise, because a lot of these gaming companies saw the great jump in people playing games from 2020 to 2021 and some of 2022 because of lockdown, and thought that the amount of growth that the gaming industry had in that time, which was absolutely fucking ridiculous, was gonna last forever. And that wasn't the case, because a lot of those people, what do I always say? A lot of people who play video games aren't gaming enthusiasts. They play video games socially because their friends are playing video games, so I might as well hop on the game. And all their friends have the mindset, my friends are playing the game, so I might as well hop on the game. That's why co-op games usually get played more than single player games nowadays, because most gamers are social gamers. They're not enthusiasts of like gaming as a hobby. So most of those people that during the Corbin Blue time, during lockdown, hopped on the game, they hopped the fuck off the game after doors opened up, and they might still have those consoles, and they might still play stuff like Fortnite that's so popular that the shit is selling you nostalgia now. Fortnite is selling you fucking game modes from 2018, now that we're in 2025, selling you game modes that's 6 years old. No, 18, that's 2, 5, 6, 7. Selling you 7-year-old game modes to try and get you to get back on the game, to get you to buy some microtransactions so you could buy some skins. As a countermeasure against resale, we believe that the most important thing is to produce a sufficient number to meet customer demand, and this idea has not changed since last year. But the thing about that is the console hasn't came out, and we don't know the hardware lineup and all that, which we will learn soon. But again, that sounds good in theory, but you can't know customer demand before the product has shipped. More details on the Switch 2 will be revealed in a Nintendo Direct scheduled for April, which, by the way, I kept seeing this on my timeline. The Nintendo Switch Direct, it happens at like 9 in the morning or something like that, and it's on April 2nd. So just in case y'all wanted to know, I wanted to bring that up during stream. That actually might be the next little tweet I got. Oh yeah, there you go. Boom. Nintendo Switch 2 reveal set for 9 a.m. Eastern Time, 4/2/2025, 6 a.m. Pacific Time. If you live in a different time zone, oh well, fuck you, nigga. You just gonna have to do the math yourself. Keeping it on the Nintendo Switch news, somewhat slightly off topic, let's talk about how EA is thinking, hey, we might got some games we could put on the Switch 2. And I'm not gonna lie, I have an idea of what those games are. Madden at 144p, college football at 14p, not like 140p, no, at 14p pixel resolution. And then when you open up the cards and the card pack openings and all that, that's still gonna be in 1080, but the rest of the game is gonna be in blurry ass 14p. Fucking, they're gonna put FC Sports on there, but like when you're playing the game and you're zoomed out looking at those small little characters on the field, it's gonna be 5p. But when you get to the part where you get to the pack openings, oh yeah, shit's gonna run 14k, 55,000 FPS. So that's what I'm predicting. Oh yeah, and probably old ass Sims 4. because black women just can't stop buying that fucking game. And that's not a stereotype. That is something I've been told relentlessly, that majority of this player base is black women. So after a certain point, hearing black women and seeing black women all say they play the Sim, and then hearing that statistically most of the player base is black women, at some point you just gotta accept it. But yeah. Speaking to investors last night following the release of its latest financial results, EA boss Andrew Wilson, fuck that nigga, name-checked major franchises that the company expect to find a home on the Switch too. Certainly our expectation is products like FC and Madden. Wow, they're trying to port their microtransaction fest shit to the Nintendo Switch too. Wow, I couldn't guess. Certainly our expectation is that products like EA FC Sports, wait, hold on, let me just look at something right quick. Alright. Certainly our expectation is that the products like EA FC Sports and Madden and others may find a real energy as this platform as they've done in the past. When I never remember FIFA being popular on any Nintendo console. I've never in my life heard anybody say, yo, you know what my preferred platform to play Madden is on? The Nintendo Wii. Yeah, I just love the precision of doing like this with the Wiimote. It wasn't precision. Oh wait, that's only for special occasions. I just love the precision of doing like this with the Wiimote instead of just pressing a fucking button. And if you do like this and it's too short, the ball don't even get thrown. I just love that. Like, no, nigga. Nobody had a Wii U, so what the fuck success did you have on there? And is there even a Madden game on Switch? Let's see. Madden on Switch. They need to finally release Madden on the Nintendo Switch, and that's a year ago. So Switch cannot run the graphic engine as smooth as other, and that's Madden 25. So if they can't get Madden 25 to run on Switch, I'm pretty sure the last few Maddens all the way back to 2017 couldn't run on Switch, and for damn sure not FIFA. Because FIFA is more not only graphically intensive but more CPU intensive. And actually, I take that back. FIFA has more card openings than Madden, but whatever. Again, I would like to question, when the fuck did your games ever have momentum on Nintendo consoles? Because to even take it further back, Madden didn't have momentum on GameCube. Like, yeah, it was on GameCube. There's some people who have the experience of playing it on GameCube, if I'm not mistaken. Wait, was Madden on GameCube? I could be bugging. I might have to throw this in a perplexity. Yeah. If let's see, was Madden ever on GameCube? Okay, yeah, Madden was on GameCube. I'm not bugging. So there are people who play Madden on GameCube, but again, same thing. If you played Madden on GameCube, it's because all you had was GameCube, not because that was a preferred experience. When you think about something like The Sims and My Sims Cozy Bundle, black women. I know there's not too many games y'all play. Okay? I understand that. But one of the games that y'all do play that I'm gonna need y'all to stop playing is the fucking Sims. These niggas dropped The Sims like 10 years ago, and they have like over $2,000 of DLC for that game. Hey, look. As a community, black women, I'm gonna need y'all to get the fuck off this game so they can make a new one. Y'all ain't tired of playing this old ass game? Y'all ain't tired, bruh? Yeah, like instead of making a new game, these niggas said, let's update the old game that barely works and breaks every time we update it even more with another update that's not only going to break mods, but just further break the general playability of the game. The Sims community, aka black women, hear ye. Please get the fuck off this game. I swear to God. The Sims and My Sims Cozy Bundle, which performed well ahead of our expectations. 50% of all players were new to EA. And with the Switch, that number is going to go up, because think about it. There's probably a lot of moms with kids that have Nintendo Switches that are going to buy Sims for the Switch and play it on their kids' Switch. Or even just black women that just brought a Switch for themselves. Let me stop saying black women. That's going to sound fucked up. But Sims fans who have a Switch that brought it for themselves and shit like that. But which performed well, that represents a great opportunity for us to rob these niggas and re-release games that have no real improvements. Switch 2 still lacks a release date besides 2025, but with public hands-on blah blah blah. Could Switch 2 launch with the current EA FC Sports 25? It depends on the specs. Cause like I've heard some leaked specs for the Switch and it sounds like a decently powerful console, but EA Sports FC 25 powerful, unless you significantly downgrade the game and make that shit run in fucking 720, 60, hell no. Or might EA decide to hold off until this autumn's next installment? It's easy to see, if they're saying Switch 1, hell no. It's easy to see EA releasing existing titles in the Sims series on the new consoles. Perhaps the Sims 1+2 bundle, definitely the Sims 1+2 bundle. Now I don't know about launch or if they have to go through approval or what the process is for that, but if it's within their power, it will release as soon as the Switch comes out. Could EA also make use of the Switch 2 mysterious mouse pointer functionality also? That's still not confirmed, but I'm not gonna lie, if it is, I don't think so. And how about Dragon Age of Veilguard? Yeah, hell no, bro. This I wouldn't expect to come to the Switch till about a year in. Definitely. EA could, cause like the thing about Dragon Age of Veilguard is because it didn't really sell well on platforms where people would play this game. You shouldn't expect it to sell well on a platform where you wouldn't expect people to play this game. Cause like the average person buying a Nintendo console, I'm not saying that they're all children, but the average person buying this is buying this for their kids, or they're not an avid gamer that would play something as hardcore as hardcore of an RPG that Dragon Age of Veilguard is. So I don't know how much of the audience on Switch would like Dragon Age of Veilguard, but shoulder shrug. It's gonna come eventually, but not very soon. Lastly, there's the next Battlefield. Yeah, that's definitely not coming to Switch. I don't even have to read that paragraph. Nintendo is set to discuss the Switch 2 in April, blah blah blah. We talked about that, but yeah, Battlefield, if you go out and buy a Nintendo Switch 2, it's because you want to play the new Mario game, you want to play Smash Bros whenever the next one comes out, you want to play Luigi's Mansion 4, you want to play Mario Kart 9. You're out here buying a Switch for Battlefield, something wrong with you, bruh. Something wrong with you. That shit is not, no, it's not coming to Switch. This one I wanted to read over because again, I keep away from politics, but this shit was just too funny for me to ignore. Elon Musk slams 40-hour work week. Internet fires back. This clown plays video games after. The thing about that, oh wait, and then the subline says, Twitter users criticize Elon Musk's claim of 120-hour work week, arguing it harms family time and well-being. And the reason why I added this, and the reason why I found this funny, is people said that this clown plays video games after. No, he doesn't. Have you seen Elon Musk play video games? Like, there was a stream where he played a video game that he claimed to have hundreds of hours in and claimed to be one of the top 100 people in the gaming. He admitted that he was account boosting, by the way, that he account boosted his way to having a great character on the hardest difficulty. We found out that was fake. We found out he was lying about that. He said he played Elden Ring. People looked at his Elden Ring build and said, what the fuck is this? All of your points and stuff like that are in dumbass stats. There's no way you play Elden Ring and understand the game. Get the fuck out of here. This shit is worse than a YouTube build. So like, this nigga doesn't play games, is what I'm trying to get at, is what I'm trying to say. So like, what do you mean he plays games half the day? No, he doesn't. This nigga's probably in the office scheming up what's the next business he's gonna buy into and fucking sink into failure. This nigga recently joined the likes of Infosys founder Murthy and Larson, blah blah blah, in on calling on professionals to work longer hours. You know what this sounds like? This sounds like he's saying basically the typical old nigga statement of, you motherfuckers are, your generation, being like my generation and younger, your generation is broke, not because the job market is fucked up, because y'all niggas ask for 18 years of experience on an entry-level job. You ask for 18 years of experience, and for a nigga to have a doctorate degree in graphic design for a fucking entry-level calligraphist or some shit like that. It's not because of that. It's because of the simple fact that you don't want to work hard enough. None of you niggas want to work. You didn't want to work either, but you got up and went to work. Why? Because you got bills. When you go to the store and you see that them cooks is back there chefing it up, making that good shit, your stomach start grumbling. You go like this, you go. You start to licking your lips, biting your lips, and you go, I want some of that. And the way that you get some of that is either you jump over the counter and get it yourself and walk out the store, or you be a decent human being and you pay for it. And most people are gonna choose pay for it, or they're gonna rub their stomach, go home, and eat that game time when they playing on their PS4. Anyway, in a post shared on his social media, the social media platform he brought, Twitter, the CEO of Tesla said that DOGE, or the Department of Government Efficiency, which he leads, he does? DOGE. Corresponding Senate DOGE caucus on the House counterpart. Yeah, that's on him. I was about to say. Which he leads. Yeah, I don't know where the fuck they got this information from. So yeah, we're gonna be real critical of this article because I did a 2-second Google search and found that it's a lie. You know what? Actually, just to double check, copy. Who leads the what the fuck? Initially, oh, so that dude was supposed to lead with him, but he stepped away from the initiate. So again, take this statement with a grain of salt, because I don't know the whole scenario, but from the information I'm seeing, what it looks like is this job was set up for Musk from the beginning, and they put old boy, what is his name? They put Vivek in there to say, oh look, Elon Musk is going to be in the head, but he's going to co-lead with this dude that actually knows what he's talking about. And then dude that actually knows what he's talking about stepped back as soon as they let Elon Musk through the door, walked out. Either that, or he genuinely was supposed to co-lead, and this nigga said, Elon Musk is so unbearable to work with, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Again, I'm only going off of what I see from the information I'm seeing in this article. But this nigga is... You know what I just thought about? That's crazy. This fucking Commander-in-Chief is so hell-bent on trying to deport anybody who wasn't born on America's soil to where they came from. You know, that's what they be saying. Go back to where you came from. But one of your biggest fucking friends that you're parading around with on stage is not from America, and this nigga is running a department in our government that's related to their efficiency. So this nigga, that again, not from America, nigga was not born in America. This nigga who was not born in America is now in charge of our government and how efficient they are, and the whole department that oversees that. Huh? Let's keep reading. To put this into perspective, Musk is claiming that people at the U.S. government department work 17 hours every day without any weekends to relax, or they work 24 hours a day for 5 days straight, taking no time to sleep. Huh? Message. Doge is what the fuck is that? DOGE is working what did he directly say? DOGE is working 120 hour a week. Our bureaucratic opponents optimistically work 40 hours a week. That is why they're losing so fast. You know what's the crazy part of this? 17 hours a day. There's 24 hours in a day. So how many hours does that leave? 17 minus 24. That's 3. So 3 on a 4. That's 5, 6, 7. So that means he's claiming that niggas is having 7 hours off in a day. Keep in mind that those 7 hours are supposed to include the time it takes you to get home. You gotta have time to relax. You gotta have time to attend to your partner, give them some sweet loving, some attention, some time. If you got children, you got a dog, every once in a while you gotta talk to your parents. You wanna hang out with your friends. You gotta do all that shit. 17 hours at the end of the day. Or, like you said, do it not at all and have 2 days where you're off. Huh? This is the nigga that's leading the government. This is the nigga that's part of leading the government right now. The remark was met with massive backlash as Musk followers pointed out the physical and psychological fallout of working such long hours. Some people get stressed working for 8 hours straight. That's why there's laws that after working 4 or 5 hours, legally have to let somebody take a break. That's why there's laws that say if somebody is fucking, like if somebody is working for a certain amount of hours, you gotta give them a break. That's why there's laws saying that if and when I say give them a break, I don't mean not only like in terms of you get a lunch break or you get like a 15-minute break to go smoke you a ciggy wet. No, I mean like a break as in from the job as a whole. Like get the fuck out, take a vacation, nigga, take a sick day, something. For the next week, don't show up to work. We will pay you to stay home and relax and chill out and mentally reset yourself. We will pay you to be like Iron Fist when Iron Fist does his little 2-4 hops off to the side and he sits right over point and he heals like a fucking dumbass before he gets lasered down by the team in Marvel Rivals. We will give you a week to go do that. Like Wanda was like at the end of WandaVision. Was it WandaVision? Yeah, like at the end of WandaVision, right before Multiverse of Madness, where Wanda was sitting there and she was just reading the Darkhold and she was just peaceful. She was sitting outside on her porch, sipping her little hot cocoa and all that. We want you to do that for a week. There are laws that say that they have to let you relax. So, let's say that he does have niggas working 120-hour work week. Nigga just admitted to a crime. That's number one. Number two, this nigga is always ranting on and yelling about how we want to get their legals out, we want to get their immigrants out. They're coming over here, they're committing crimes, they're doing this, they're doing that. One of your immigrant friends just admitted to doing a crime in 4K and on the public internet. So is he getting sent the fuck up out of here, or like what's going on? Anyway, while working for blah 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 blah. Wait, hold on. What does it say? While working for federal government, I learned it's illegal to work unauthorized overtime. Blah blah blah, nigga. I just wanted to mention the gaming part. I don't really give a fuck about this article. I just found that headline funny. I also want to look through this list of all the major stuff that's coming out soon for Xbox Series X/S and see if there's any fucking bangers on here. What's everything that's coming out this month? Dragon King, Kingdom Come. No, a lot of this shit. Okay, yeah, this is an inflated list. I thought it was gonna be mostly AAA stuff. But oh my gosh, they got everything for every day. Yeah, hell no, we're not reading. I thought it was gonna be like mostly AAA stuff or a lot of stuff that like they've been looking forward to. Anyway, oh shit, I should have fucking put this article at the where we talk about how the Nintendo president has weighed in on Switch 2 pricing, as some experts are predicting $400. Now, I'm predicting between $400 and $300 for the next Switch console. I think $300 to $350 will make sense. $400 with like taxes and tariffs and all that other shit added on, but I think it's really gonna be $300 base price. The original Switch launched at where's the quote? We are aware that inflation is currently rising and that the exchange rate environment has changed significantly since the launch of the Nintendo Switch in 2017. Nintendo President Fujiwara told investors in the company's third quarter earnings call this week, according to a translation by Nintendo Everything. We also need to consider the affordable prices that customers expect from Nintendo products. Yeah, because just in case you didn't know, one of the things that make Nintendo successful is the fact that they understand that like one of the main things that factor into people's purchasing decision, no matter what, is how much something costs. So when you have something that is a luxury item that costs a lot, it makes it harder for a lot more people to get it. Because remember, most people are on a budget. Most people don't have excess amounts of money to spend on recreational stuff like video games. And then on top of that, like for the adults that can't buy it, you gotta also remember on the flip side that a lot of kids don't have money or the ability to save up money to buy it themselves, so they gotta convince their parents to buy it. And the more it costs, the harder it is for them to convince their parents to buy it. They're making it more so that it's harder for that purchase to go through on that end. So always keep that in mind. And another thing, like even down to the philosophy of how Nintendo makes their games and makes their consoles, like Nintendo doesn't care if their games run at 30 frames max, because as long as the game has interesting gameplay ideas, there's a whole group of people called Nintendo fans that are gonna play it and be rabid about it and love it and defend it with their whole life until they fucking die. So I really think that is like something that is another reason why, like I said, Nintendo is a successful company and why they've been around for so long. They understand what their consumer wants. Their consumer, like I said, like a lot of these consoles like the PlayStation and Xbox, a lot of these consoles try and sell you on the fact that, oh, we give you the premium experience, we give you 60 frames, we give you 4K and blah 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 blah. But it's like, bro, most people don't know what the fuck 4K actually looks like. Like most people know generally, like, yeah, 4K is really clear and it looks crispy and cool, but if you show them a 1080 image with a high bit rate and a 4K image with a low bit rate, they wouldn't be able to tell which one is 4K and which one is 1080, let alone know what the fuck a bit rate is to want to watch it or not want to watch it. So it's like, bro, you gotta keep in mind when it comes to stuff like this, the average person, they just want something that's fun. They don't think about 30 frames, 60 frames when it comes to fun. They think of fun as in, I'm enjoying myself, or, man, this shit ass, let me do something else. They don't give a fuck if this shit runs 4K. They don't give a shit if it runs at 60 frames per second. They don't give a shit about none of that. They just give a shit that it runs, period. Nintendo President Fujiwara, blah blah blah. We also need to consider the affordable prices that customers expect for Nintendo products. When considering the price of our products, we believe that it is necessary to consider these factors from multiple angles. At this time, we cannot announce the specific price of the Nintendo Switch 2, but we are considering it taking into account various points. Another thing I think y'all also need to keep in mind is that typically these companies, like I said earlier when I was talking about Nintendo, they are a software first company. They sell you on the software and then they go from there. Because once you buy the Nintendo Switch, what is the purpose of a Nintendo Switch? To play games. So once you buy the Nintendo Switch, you're gonna want games to play on the Nintendo Switch. They make their money by selling you games over the years versus you buying the Switch. Because it might take, let's say the Switch comes out at 400, just so you understand. It might take about $500 to make every Switch, or $450, whatever. $500 to make a single Switch. But they might sell it to you for $400. Why? Because they want you to buy games for the Switch over the next 5 years. And over the next 5 years, you might buy $500 worth of games, in-game games like microtransactions, DLC, all that. That's where they make their money, on the back end of you buying games, because you have this console. There will certainly be pressure to price the Switch 2 higher than its predecessor, especially because Nintendo traditionally tries to make profit off of its hardware rather than selling it under market value as a loss leader for selling software. Yeah, that's true. They don't typically have to sell at a loss because they sell weak, because they start off their consoles usually typically with like weaker hardware on the front end, because like I said, most people won't notice that games are running at 30 frames. Most people won't notice their game has anti-aliasing. Most people will just notice, I'm having fun! This shit is ass. At the same time, Fukuwara's remarks suggest that despite the wild popularity of the original Switch, Nintendo knows it's risking pricing itself into irrelevance if it aims too high. Yeah, that's another thing. I already explained it earlier with the higher the price is, the harder it is for adults to justify, and the higher the price is, the harder it is for a kid to get it by buying it so that they can play it. Especially when the Nintendo Switch boxes are going to be sitting 2 feet away, and parents are going to go, well, it's the same thing, but this one costs less, so you're getting that one. What will the Switch 2 actually cost? You don't fucking know. Where's the quotes? While some think Nintendo could charge as much as $500, many are banking on it. $400. I'll say $400 is a fair price for it. $400 is a fair price for it, because the last one was like, let me see. I really gotta get better at typing. You know what? That's what I'm gonna start practicing. Every morning I'm gonna practice typing. Okay, so so it was that's Australian dollars. Oh, $290. So $300. It was $300. I remember for mine, I paid like $350 something. I brought Smash with it too, because you know that's one of the few games that I do actually play on my Switch. I paid like five. I paid like $3 something for it. $4 something for it. So yeah. So let's see. See how much that is in today's money. In 2017. In 20s, 200 in 2025. So yeah, about 400, and they would actually be able to profit. Same thing. So yeah, making about an equivalent console is 400 sounds about right. So expect that shit to be $399. Maybe if they maybe want to cut corners and really try and sell people on it, $350. But Nintendo, they like nice and whole numbers, so I think it's gonna be $399. This is a sweet spot. Early adopters won't be price sensitive. That's a fact. Because early adopters are usually people who are game enthusiasts, and then over time, after those early adopters get it, you can just drop the price and you'll be fine. Like people who are waiting for the price to drop, they'll either buy then or they'll wait it to drop more into their price range. And prices can always be lowered. Matt said, yeah, look at the 3DS. When the 3DS initially came out, people was like, this shit costs way too much. They dropped the price by half when it was too late, but they dropped that price by a significant amount and more people started buying. Of course, people will want it to be lower than whatever it is, and it will be announced that. That's true. Like I said, people who are enthusiasts, as dude said earlier, don't give a fuck how much it costs. They're gonna spend that goddamn bread. But people who just want it, whether it's for their kids or they just want it for a couple games like Smash or Luigi's Mansion or some shit like that, they're gonna wait. They're gonna wait. They have no problem waiting. What does history tell us Nintendo will do? Polygon assembled a chart of inflation-adjusted prices for all the company's consoles. Starting with the launch of the N64, the price has mostly hung around $350 to $400. That seems like the minimum price this time around, considering the Switch OLED itself is $350, while the Switch 2 is rumored to have a cheaper LCD screen. Oh lord. It's time to hear Nintendo niggas to complain. Its other features, including the Joy-Con mouse-like functionality, are a lot beefier this time around. Polygon also that's getting into the more nerdy shit of the data. So yeah, you're wondering how much or what price to expect the Switch to be? The answer is right here. About 400, maybe 450. I don't think 450, because after 450, now you're competing with the PlayStation's 5 pricing, and being that the PlayStation 5 has been out for a while, it's around 400, so it's about the same price as a Switch. So I don't think that's worth it. New Steam feature warns you before you buy a band game. Not gonna lie, thought I was gonna give a fuck about that, but I don't. But something I do give a fuck about is how Suicide Squad is dropping a surprise update after the game fucking day. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't understand what it is with games waiting until they fucking die to drop updates and add things that people were asking for from the fucking jump. But that's what we're doing. That's where we are. Here we are. Let's go. Let's read about it. How is this gonna be the update? Wait, is this gonna be the update that brings the game back? Criticized for its live service approach as well as its lackluster story, Suicide Squad is a game that never quite got its feet on the ground. Yeah, story was ass, and like the parts of the story that weren't ass were all in the beginning, and they last like 2 seconds. Initial sales for the game came in way under expectations. The sales for this game was so fucking ass. I own 2 copies of this game. The PlayStation version of this game and the PC version on the Epic Game Store. You know how I got both of those games? For fucking free. You know how long ago this game came out? Less than a full year ago. So this game came out, and in less than a year, I got the game for free twice. Well, technically, I pay for PlayStation Plus, and that's a PlayStation Plus perk, so I'm technically not getting it for free, but I'm basically getting the shit for free twice. Fucking crazy. Anyway, initial sales for it came way in under expectations, something that would eventually cause problems for Rocksteady as well as the game's publisher were greedy bitch ass niggas. These poor sales numbers resulted in layoffs as well as cut content, though Rocksteady is still giving Suicide Squad some attention for some fucking reason, surprise dropping the game's most recent update at the start of Black History Month. I don't know why they did that shit. Development on it was brought to an end in January of this year, giving players a send-off that has already become quite diverse. However, that was expected to be the final update for the game. Wasn't its last one after all. A mysterious new patch releasing for the shit came out this week and has brought the game up to version 1.24. And while patch notes have not yet been made available, previous updates have included bug fixes and content overhauls, sparking discussion over what may be in store for the game. What was in the update? The game's most recent patch prior to this newest one fixed a number of bugs, blah 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 blah. What did they add? Did they add any content? Into the final conclusion of the story, alongside with several other developments, addressed this controversial plot, which revolved around blah 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 blah. That's just you explaining it. Okay. they dropped a fucking hotfix. Nothing burger ass. Something that won't be a nothing burger ass article that I'm sure about is the UK government rejecting a call to prohibit disabling live service games. The reason why I say, to me, this topic at least is pretty important is for the simple fact that when it comes to keeping a lot of these tech companies in check, one of the few governments or a few set of governments that are really good at doing that is like the EU, UK. They're the reason why iPhones don't have those dumbass lightning port chargers on the bottom and now they have C cables. Because they literally said, hey, you don't have to go change out all the ports on the old iPhones and no crazy shit like that. But from this day forward, when we release this law, every new future line of iPhones you release better have a motherfucking a USB-C type port on the bottom of that bitch, or we're going to find the fuck out of you and your phones will be banned in the EU. And the EU is not just UK. That's UK, Ireland, fucking Latveria, whichever the fuck one it is. That country with Dr. Doom as the goddamn king of the country. So like being banned from selling phones in all of Europe, fucking Italy, France, the Vatican, all that European shit. They won't be able to sell a phone nowhere over there if they do that. The EU and the UK government, all that whole area in general, fucking Portugal, all that shit in general, have been really forward thinking when it comes to laws that keep these companies in check. So whenever it comes to laws of this nature, I kind of pay attention. Even though, like I said, I try to stay away from politics. This directly affects games and gaming, so I pay attention to it. But while acknowledging the concerns expressed in the petition and said it would continue to monitor the situation, the government essentially suggested existing regulations offer sufficient consumer protection. One part I do want to say about this though is I'm kind of torn and conflicted about this, right? Because on one hand, if you take a live service game and add like AI robots and shit into it, like it's not the same as when the game was alive and you were playing with other people. But on the other hand, even when you love a game so much that was an online primarily game, low key, when you love that game enough, you would be better, you would be like fine and okay with playing with bots every once in a while, just to, you know, go back and experience that game that you love so much real quick. It won't be the same, but it's better preservation wise than having nothing. I don't know, that's just the way I see it. But we are aware of issues relating to the lifespan of digital content, including video games, and we appreciate the concerns of players of some games that have been discontinued. Yeah. And it even sucks more in situations like The Crew and whatnot, where it isn't like a live service game like Fortnite or Roblox where the game is free to play. It's a situation where you have to pay a full $60 or whatever to play the game. For example, Overwatch fucking free to play update. I paid $40 for that game on a physical disc that now just downloads a whole different iteration free to play version of the game instead of the Overwatch 1 I brought and know and love. Reads the response from the Department of Culture. We have no plans to amend the existing consumer law on digital obsolescence, but we will monitor this issue and consider the relevant work of the Competition and Market Authority on consumer rights and consumer detriment. The response outlined a number of protection laws, blah, 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 blah. However, there is no requirement in UK law for software companies to support older versions of their products. Nigga, there should be, said the DCM, whatever the fuck. Decision making is for those companies taking account of commercial and regulatory factors and complying with existing consumer law. To play devil's advocate for a second, one thing I could see that a lot of these companies would be able to reasonably argue as to why they can't deal with upkeep of these old games to keep them alive forever is to keep these servers on and stuff like that. It costs a lot of money sometimes to keep these old ass games up. So it's not always very practical to keep these games up, for the simple fact that if it's costing you more money to keep the game alive than to just take it out back and BOW! The game to old Yeller, take it out back and shoot that bitch in the back of the head and put it out of his misery, then business wise you'd be a fucking idiot to not do that. On the other hand, yeah, it sucks as a person playing a game that just didn't get his chance in a heyday. A lot of people didn't really enjoy it. Yeah, it sucks to play a game like that's getting 2 to the back of the dome, 1 to do the job, 2 to make sure the job is done. But it's like, hey bruh, at the end of the day, a lot of these game companies are businesses. They do this, they make games and stuff like that because they want to profit off of it. And if they make a game and they drop it and it's not profiting, and their goal is to profit, can't get mad at them for shooting a game that nobody's playing in the back of his head top. There may be occasions where companies make decisions based on the high running costs of maintaining older servers for games with declining user base. Again, what I said, it costs more to keep the servers up than to take them bitches down. The CRA gives consumers important rights when they make a contract with a trader for the supply of digital content. Read a end of users license agreement every once in a while. Read it every once in a while. Read it every once in a while. Read it every once in a while. Because sometimes you will learn certain things that you wouldn't know otherwise. Like for example, whenever you download a game and you don't buy a physical copy of it, you're licensing the game. I knew that a very, very long time ago because, for example, most people don't even realize this, but unless the game has like a specific co-op mode, it's illegal to lend people a copy of your game. So, I mean, it never happened because companies don't give a fuck that much. But legally speaking, if one of these companies wanted to, they could come to your door, open up, hand you a box of chocolate, say hold that 1 second, and walk off and like, you've been served. Oh shit, they gave me court papers under it. And they could serve you a fucking notification papers for a lawsuit and sue you for letting somebody use a copy of your game. You're just letting them borrow the disc so they could play it. Technically that's illegal and against end users license agreements. But most of you have never read the terms of service, so you wouldn't know shit like that. Not saying every time you come across the terms of service to read it, but every once in a while, you know, skim over it and see what the fuck you're really signing up to. You might learn something every once in a while. When they make a contract with the trader for the supply of digital content, requiring it to be of satisfactory quality, fit for a particular purpose, and as described by the seller. It may be difficult and expensive for businesses to maintain support for old software, particularly if it needs to interact with new technologies. Yeah. So one of the reasons why, for those of you who don't understand, one of the reasons why there's constantly new consoles coming out is because after a certain amount of time, it gets hard to run not only newer games on older technology, but older games on newer technology. Because as technology progresses and as quality of life features become more standardized, there's certain things that didn't exist in older games that now exist in newer games that you would just think to be there that weren't there. So like, for example, if you're playing an older game and you just want to hear the sound effects of the game, you don't want to hear the game's music, once you start going before 2000, once you start going to 99 and back, the chances of you finding a music slider in a game dive off a cliff. And even if you go to 2000 and up, I'll say until home consoles in every sense of the word became the majority of ways that people played games, and let's say about 2010 or after, A music slider in a game wasn't guaranteed. Closed captions in a game wasn't guaranteed. If you're playing a game on PC, VSync wasn't guaranteed. Borderless windowed wasn't guaranteed. And those are things that modern people who play video games would just expect to see in a game. But once you go back and play older games, like older versions of PC games, you start to realize some of this shit just literally can't run on newer hardware. Like people who are fans of like old school Fallout, for example, there's a reason why they had to re-release those games. It wasn't because modern day computers couldn't run it, so they had to make a demake. No, modern computers couldn't run it because the software that's necessary for those to be run is not contained in modern day versions of Windows and Mac and all that. So it was really hard to run those games because the proper necessities and dependencies weren't on your computer. So you try to boot up the game. For those of you who not understanding all the technical shit I'm saying, there's older games that's 10, 20 years old where because your computer doesn't have the information it needs to run the game, it'll just crash on site, or it'll mess up, like audio will glitch, the game will run slow, you'll see screen tearing, a whole plethora of problems just because you're running the game on a computer that doesn't have the software capabilities of running it. Same thing when it comes to console. Some of the reason why some certain PS3 games have to be remade to be playable on PS5 is because some of the dependencies and some of the weird stuff that that developers had to do to get it to work on a PS3 won't make sense to a PS5's CPU. It may be difficult and expensive for businesses to maintain, blah blah blah. Ubisoft delisted the crew in late 2023. I talked about that a long time ago. I don't give enough fucks to explain that. In the statement issued to VGC at the time, it said that after almost a decade, that's 10 years, of support, it was necessary to dislabel the online-only game due to upcoming server infrastructure and licensing constraint. Oh yeah, that game did have a lot of licensing music. So, for those of you who don't understand what music licensing is and how fucking devious it is, the short version I'll give you is, like in this example, if you have a game that's 10 years old that has music in it and you bought a license to have this music in the game for 10 years, as soon as you hit 10 years in one day, if you haven't renewed the license so that you can use that song in the game for another 10 years, if you haven't renewed the license, that company can run down on you. And being that 9 times out of 10 they don't be dealing with like independent artists, they be dealing with like the Taylor Swifts and the Drakes of the industry, nigga, you're getting sued. You're getting sued. So yeah, that's one that I don't commonly think about, but yeah, that actually is pretty important. Even think about something like Fortnite, how sometimes they'll have skin packs and packs with song-based emotes in the game that'll just randomly disappear from out the game. Sometimes it's because they didn't want to pay for licensing to keep it there in the game for an extended period of time, because they know that, again, going back to the overarching theme of this conversation, it will cost more to keep it there than how much it'll make. And if you're paying $200 just to make $100, you're doing what us in the human industry like to call you're hustling backward. Last year, September, Ubisoft acknowledged the customer complaints over its handling of the crew and announced plans to launch offline modes for the Crew 2 and the Crew Motorfest. I think they should all do that, but the only reason why Ubisoft did this is because everybody was looking at them. Like, if nobody was looking at them behind this shit, they wouldn't have did this. They would have just said, fuck you, GG's. That same month, just 2 weeks after Concord's release, Sony announced plans to take the live service shooter offline, pull the game from sale, and offer refunds to all owners. And last week, Warner Bros. Confirmed that its 5th season of Oh, that reminds me of something. One second. Two. And last week, Warner Bros. Confirmed that the 5th season of Multiverses will be its last, beginning on blah 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 blah, and then the game will go offline and be delisted from online marketplaces, but it will still be playable offline. I'll put it like this. This is a reasonable take from the EU government. They're not speaking out. First off, the EU government definitely has people within that do their research. That's number one. Number two, this isn't I don't want to say this isn't the worst thing in the world, but this isn't unreasonable. Because like they said, they don't want to, because forcing a business to keep games that aren't bringing them profit alive could single-handedly cause a business to lose money and drown. Like, for example, I like Concord, but the majority of people who played Concord didn't really like it too tough and wouldn't have stuck with it for too long. If Sony was forced to keep that game up, they would just be losing money on that game. Multiverse is another great example. WB done came out and said, yo, this game cost us $100 million. No, they said this game cost us $200 million for putting the game out, marketing it, and doing all that crazy stuff. This game cost us millions upon millions, $200 million to make and put it out. And at this point, we're just losing money on the game because nobody's playing this shit, meaning nobody's buying anything in that game. Nobody's whaling in that game because there's not enough people on it for anybody to whale. So it's like, I understand them not wanting to force people to lose money on games, but I don't know, this might be a blow to the gaming community. That being said, if you're on the Twitch, all you have to do is reload your tab. I am going to play a bit of, what do I want to play? I'm going to play a bit of Marvel Rivals. That's what I want to play. I'm going to play a bit of Marvel Rivals for like the if, like I said, if you're watching on Twitch, just reload your browser tab. Oh, but that. Oh, what the fuck? I'm in a match? What the fuck is going on? How the fuck am I in a match? What? What the fuck?
I have mutant powers and a little
Hey,
demonic
what?
magic too.
What the fuck? I think I was in a game and I probably queued up by accident and left the game while I was on stream. Whatever, bro. Whatever. We here. We are here. No, I'm not hopping. Fuck on my face. Oh, sugar shot. I'm tired of it.
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
I wanna play Mr. Fantastic.
Out there in the cosmos,
I wanna see what he like. Let's see.
ever behold.
Cause I tried him out before, but now that I have a better understanding, see what he really works. What he working with? What's he working with?
My inventions have saved worlds. But the
30
best
seconds
thing I
before
ever
you
did
attack.
was-
In with the
Reed, you do have a plan to stop Victor, don't you, darling?
You still
Sure, let's go with that.
said, not Would I, my dear?
As would I.
The battle starts
Come on,
in
give me hump back. Give me him back. Ooh.
3, 2, 1.
Walk outside, gang.
Do is capture the mission
There we
area.
go.
Got it?
Whoa.
Keep that elasticity high.
Spider? They look like they mean business.
Let's start the fight out big.
Feeling fantastic.
I need somebody to hump. I need somebody to hump.
First to capture now. Capture the
Alright, yep. Look at that. Healers that don't heal to full health.
A futile attempt.
Oh! Where was my team? Where were my teammates? Nowhere to be fucking found. That's
I won't rest until this is good work, Susan.
what the fuck is this dude?
Looks like bullets.
Nah, we're saving this hump specifically for Iron. Iron Man, you're gonna bring that ass here. I'm gonna show you why.
More scum stories.
Ah, damn. I'm flying up. Fuck it. Come on.
trophies.
Invisible?
Come on. Come here.
Let me return the favor.
Ah, that shit is on RB. That's why. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. Ah, let's go. Hit. Yeah, let's get that big body work going. Come here. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. No, I wasted all. This is quick. But I don't give a fuck for real. But
I won't rest until this.
I don't know, what the fuck does that shield do? What the fuck does that do? The Invisible Woman taps in her power channel and fortify the entire facet.
Half of the mission.
This formidable force bolsters Mr. Fantastic, granting damage resistance. Once activated, they can continually generate bonus health, making up for lost health passing. I don't know what the fuck that
To
is.
seize control. Let me return the favor.
Control lost.
It's my way.
Here you go, here's some armor, boy. There you go, there's some more armor.
Progress has passed the halfway point.
Come on. Come on, let's fight it out. Fight it out. Oh, I was trying to get big boy. I still don't like this character. I'm not gonna lie. I understand more about this character and I still don't. Where's switch? I can't go in. Do need another healer though. Let me try out Adam.
Perfection is unattainable.
Yeah, it's dying. Dude, I'm dying. Oh, only Penny died? What the fuck?
Bogey here. Stronger together. Quantum magic.
I can't even make it a fucking point. Alright. Alright.
Your powers are mine.
Maximum pulse!
I tried, bruh. I tried to use Cocoon defensively. I tried it, bro. I really did. I really did try it, bro. Yeah, we're switching off of Adam. I can't even. I know. What I want to play. Actually, you know what? I know who I
I will bring peace to this universe, no matter the cost.
Can't you guide me?
Oh my god, look at this guy. I'm so skilled. The moon. Look at this guy. I'm such a skilled player. Oh my god. Alright, now I need to go out there. I need to get a couple kills. What am I looking like? 18k damage, 18k damage, 4k damage block. Bruh, that's not enough. That's not enough. I I gotta get like 15k damage block this Moon Knight. I need to feed hard. Why? I'm a Moon Knighter.
This looks like a gate for the guard.
Yeah, I'm going straight up this side right now.
Our foes have found us.
Needed that, thanks.
Yes. Can't hit him. I'm playing on console. What the fuck is this dumbass invisible woman, bro? Oh my god. Such a character.
We are undefeatable!
Oh my fucking god, I missed my ult. Oh, let's go.
Just your strength.
Hey, bitch. You're not surviving, bro. Don't run from me.
Maximum pulse!
Got me, bitch. Alright, I got something for that ass. 1, that. 2, that. God damn it, hit him. There we go. Oh my god, just hit Iron Man once. Fucking Negroes.
Thanks. Surrender your strength.
A little help, please.
You captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Come on, hit something, hit something. Hit some. Oh my god, look at this special needs ass rocket, boy. Right?
Time to drain.
Fire mode!
Bitch, stay over there. Who the fuck? Who was that ult supposed to hit? Look at this Iron Man. Can't shoot for shit.
Enjoy the amplifier! Don't mind me. I'm just dying.
Look at that Iron Man. Can't shoot.
Sorry.
Oh my god. I'm standing still in still can't.
We are undefeatable!
Ah! Fucking bitch ass mortality stone. They get ripped. Look at this rocket. Look at Rocket trying to fight it out. Boy, I swear quick play funny. Oh, look at that. I did nothing. Look at that. The moon.
Pulse!
Something. Come here. Where you at?
Anyone willing to help?
There, ahead. I found them.
I really want the iron.
Moon haunts you.
I still can't. Shit. Moon Knight experience.
Time to drain.
I can't hit Iron Man. Shit, bro.
Love battlefield.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner!
Your powers are mine!
That was very Moon Knight. That was very Moon Knight. That was very Moon Knight. Not having a hawk to go down. Yeah, we got a lot of time. We can move. Stick it. Watch this. Nigga trying to 1v1 instead of running.
From
Dumbass.
worse than that.
Better be lucky we right here to save you. What the fuck is Penny doing?
Time to drain.
Back that ass up.
That last they've almost got it!
Time to drain. What happened to her squirrels?
Ah!
Maximum
The
pulse!
fuck was shooting me from the side?
More of them than us.
Oh, well.
This'll be
By
fun.
the eye of Agamotto!
Oh, shit.
Keep fighting until we have a winner!
Oh man, we lost that. Wow, I wonder why. I don't give a fuck. Hold up. Let me show you how to play Moon Knight.
Well, you can't expect to win.
I got you. I'ma lock in, and I'm gonna be a Moon Knighter. Moon Knight's bad. So are the rest of you. What the fuck are we talking about? Number 1, number 2. No, I'm not. Number 3. Bitch, this is quick play. No such thing as good in quick play. Fuck are you talking? Ah shit, I don't even know what's going on. Oh, invisible woman taking. Oh my god. Fucking course. Fucking course. I get teleported halfway done, man. Whoa. So I had to beat a nigga to walk into death. Alright, bro.
Where I started.
Oh my goodness, these people have been dominating. The fuck?
Our efforts deserve.
Come on, I ain't got no chance. I hate matchmaking. Terrible.
I'm hunkering down. You need their power.
Let's go. Moon Knight gameplay.
Battlefield medicine.
Moon Knight gameplay.
Time to drain.
Oh, look at this. We got a grounded storm over here. Stroll in the park storm out this bitch. Bitch, I can still see you. I just can't aim and hit you.
You need their power.
Oh my fucking god, of course that's Where? Where's the wrath of the goddess?
Excuse me.
Ah!
Their team's captain.
Hey, I'm negative. That's very Moon Knight. That's Moon Knight as fuck, man. That's Moon Knight as fuck.
Khonshu, watch over me.
I'm not switching off no matter what. What the fuck does circle? Oh, glide.
Battlefield medicine.
What the fuck?
Surrender your strength.
Break. Can't kill me. I'm unkillable for the next few seconds. Ah, bitch ass nigga, you're dying.
Khonshu smiled on us.
Yeah, Jose. Look at that. Oh, I was about to say, look at that. Healer's not healing. Okay, I am playing in a matchmaking.
Need the power.
Ah, bitch. Bring that ass here. Oh, shit. Some heals.
Us against the world.
So watch Punisher die for that ult. Punisher at. I'm telling you, bruh. There will never be a day where a Punisher uses their ult and live after. Oh my god, Storm ult. Got me looking like I'm ass. Really, I just joined the match in the last second. I got this loss on my record. That ain't even a loss on my record.
Expect to win them all.
Hey, happy Black History Month, Black.
Let me tilt Q one more time. Hopefully it doesn't put me with the worst teammates ever known a man. I really want to play some. I don't hold you.
The right heroes could make all the difference. I'm not the type who
I
favors.
want to play Sue Storm and Magic, but I don't know. I wanna get in some Sue Storm practice. I don't know how I was upvote. I came in like the last 3 seconds. I got a kill per second. Yeah, I don't even want to know what those numbers are, big dog. Well, okay, got an Iron Man. How long? 100 minutes?
It feels good to
I'll play one more game.
every now and then. They'll be coming in
I'll
30 seconds. Stay strong.
I'll play one more console game and then I'll play on.
We'll know soon enough.
Actually, no. I'm playing with console. Off stream. I'ma play off stream.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's destructive.
You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Hey, that's a drippy ass emote.
Girl.
Especially as a free.
Invisible? Clear the way!
Fuck off that wet. Hey, what the fuck? Look at that. Hulk trying to fight a fucking 1v6 by himself.
Much better.
I'm pushing with you, Hulk. I'm pushing.
Feel the pull!
Oh, what the fuck are you doing? The fuck are you doing? I'm sitting behind you feeding you heals. Nigga, are you okay? Now you don't want to push.
Force burst! Psionic burst!
Yeah, beat the ass for volley. Beat the ass for volley. Oh, well, I threw shield on you.
Wish I could hear you back.
Still feeling fantastic.
Turret's gone. Punisher's on the move.
You know what to do, fighters? This is gonna
The
hurt.
fuck is up there?
We've got to feel the pull!
Come on. Get the fuck out.
Who am I? Invisible? Vortex field!
Get through. Oh my god! This what I be talking about. These groups be fucking idiots. I could have survived that. This dumbass group put all these walls in the fucking middle that can't nobody walk past and that died to 2 shots from anybody's anything. God, I'm glad this isn't comp, bro. I'm glad this isn't comp. Until I cut. I was about to say until I cut on. But until I cut it on my people. Fucking dumbass group. Look at that. Stop backing up.
Vortex field! Psionic burst!
Console is it's the same. Bro, it's the same playing on console.
Feeling fantastic.
It's the same playing on console and PC.
Anyone going to help? Vortex field!
Damn, we was all aiming for him. Yo, whoever's playing group, okay, and then it randomly disables my microphone. I was about to get some niggas some knowledge on how to play group. Stop putting walls in the fucking middle. Yep. Appreciate the boost. What the fuck is this group doing? Nigga, Nigga's playing like a bozo.
I've got your back.
Now, Hulkman!
Vortex field.
Yes, dagger. Yes, cloak and dagger. Let's go.
Jury! Executioner!
Psionic burst.
Thanks. Wish I could hear you back.
I got you covered.
Yeah, there we go. Oh my fucking god. It's always the moon. I got shot by that Moon Knight once these whole fucking encounter. And you're playing on PC?
Thought you wouldn't.
I got hit by Moon Knight once, bro. Once. And all of a sudden, the moon is fucking haunting everybody. Pushing over there.
Mine!
What you gonna do with him?
Only 60 seconds left.
Oh my god. Please do not let me get their last rush.
Free fire zone. Force burst. Good news.
There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go.
It's spider time!
Psionic surge.
Yep. Run away, little bitch. Run away, little bitch.
Down to 30 seconds.
Vortex field.
That shit. And she died.
Race against your dark.
Yep. Easy win. Easy win. Fuck ass Moon Knight did nothing. Only 4K healing? Yeah, we've been stomping.
Final 10 seconds.
Clear the way.
And confirm. You die. You gonna die. Die, Jeff. He done died.
Not sure how we'll solve this without you, Tony.
Look how he started running. And with that terrible ass group, we still won, bro. We still won. That group was fucking awful. That group was fucking awful. Quick play shit. Quick play. Look at this. Look at this stat line. The person who got the most kills in a match was fucking easy. What in the quick play, bro? I'll play one more. I was capping. What in the quick play, dog? Quick play, you do any damn thing and it just work. Oh wait, you know what I want to do? Wait, let me leave this. I want to try out that new soccer mode because I wanted to try that out on stream.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
I wanted to try out that new funky little soccer mode. Cause I've been wanting to try this on stream, but yeah, they do a max party of 3. Let's see how this game works.
Welcome to
3.
the Clash of Dancing Lions.
God damn it!
Someone's got.
Stepping out of the shadows.
I'm not playing. Fuck out of here. 5-minute ban? Wait, let me see something. Would I be allowed to join comp? I can only play comp right now. Alright, yep. That's my sign to get the fuck off this game and get off stream. Wonderful night, wonderful people that are or are not watching currently, and that